KCTK Radio proudly presents the Lavota Show.
Hey, you know what, guys? This right here, this rambling, boring conversation containing already made before observations, this could be a podcast.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Really? A podcast? Don't you have to be some sort of whiz kid to do those?
Definitely not. Anyone with a computer can make one.
Well, that's it. We're anyone. Let's do a podcast from right here in the booth. Who's in?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Is it happening? Are we doing it now?
Awesome.
And welcome to the Week Review with Paul and Drew. Just trying to get my levels together, Drew, because KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio, this is one of the most important things we have going on here. And this is the show where we talk about things, and we talk about fun things, and I'm glad that you're listening to us. And I'm glad you're all here. And I guess if you want to participate, you can give us a call. I got too many things going on already. 913. I don't remember the number, Drew. What is it?
Once you, I don't remember what it was. Usually it's your number, but I'll just go ahead and say, hey, I'm the Droosh. I'm the AKA the Warden. What's going on tonight?
You're Wait a minute.
Oh yeah,
I'm the Warden because we're also trying to go live here.
Yeah, absolutely.
On YouTube. You'll see this on YouTube. You'll say, "Wow, that guy. That's a good-looking guy." So go ahead and look in the camera and introduce yourself once again.
Hello, I'm the Droosh, AKA the Warden, AKA the Man. Yeah, I went back to the Man this time.
Wow, that's
really
terrible.
Interesting, right?
Really terrible.
Yeah. I feel like I just ruined it.
Yeah, you've ruined all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely.
And so the number is 913-735-0060. And if you want to listen live, it's KCTK Radio. It's KCTK.radio12345.com. But you're probably already listening to it anyway, right?
I would hope so. Everybody out there, hopefully there's 5 people are listening and enjoying themselves.
Why do you say there's only 5 people?
Because I like to underrate, I don't like to have a big head, Got to always shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how it goes.
But this is like our 5th show.
Absolutely, but that doesn't mean that we're professionals yet.
Yeah.
We have to have a year under our belt.
A year?
A year.
Seems like a lot.
Marinate over a year.
Seems like too much.
I mean, it sounds like not enough for me.
Well, as we always do, a lot of people just tune in for this. We are going to be doing a little bit later News of the Week with the Droosh. Yeah. We're going to talk about the most hilarious things a court reporter has ever told you.
Love it.
I got a request by a listener to review a commercial. And I thought this was going to turn into where I simply reviewed commercials I hated. But this is going to be the second one of one I kind of like.
I like it.
So that's good.
That sounds good.
And you're gonna dive in and try to help me out a little bit.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because I don't watch the Game of Thrones.
Oh man, you are so missing out.
Well, you're gonna try to give me a Game of Thrones review.
Oh, I can give you a lot. We'll be here for 30 minutes if you let me go on.
It's like a Game of Thrones review for those who don't watch the Game of the Thrones. Yeah,
or read the books,
right, or any of that stuff. So you're gonna help me out with that. What else do we got? We got more. I don't think we have a listener question. I want to talk about Hero of the Week and a lot of fun stuff. But we're really excited. We're growing the operation here. And
we got somebody at the door.
We got someone here, I guess. Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, KCTK?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, good. Thank God I found you. I like what you guys have going on here.
Nice.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I've been listening for years. This is fantastic radio.
I like it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not going to lie. I want to be a part of what's going on here.
Really?
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Chris Harvey, professional broadcaster.
Oh,
I like
nice.
it. He's even got the voice down. He's
hang on, gentlemen.
It's like a great waterfall.
It's like he has a face for radio. Or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's your resume?
Yes, I'm very serious about this. You guys are doing something that's never been done.
Wow.
I've always been, I think, on the leading edge of radio. I want to be on the bleeding edge.
Okay.
You guys have created something here that's special. I don't think you know it.
No,
You've done something that's so fantastic. And I have to commend you. This thing is valuable, what you're doing here.
You should see this great camera work we got going on because you're a freeze frame. Mr. Harvey. Okay, go ahead, yeah.
But I think you need my help. You guys have something that's like a Fabergé egg, but
Right.
it's like you've given it to 2 4-year-olds and said, okay, sunshines, go make something happen.
Okay.
And that was our goal from the beginning.
Actually
I feel
does make
like
sense.
This is where I can help you. I admire you, gentlemen. Let me say that, too.
Oh, wow.
Well,
You
yeah.
guys are doing quality podcasting, and you're very courageous.
Okay.
You guys will look into the face of all the rules of good radio and say, no, these don't apply to me.
That's true.
I admire that.
I have to
I'm sorry.
interject.
I'm sorry if you watch this on camera, Mr. Harvey.
I have to
No,
interject,
but-
Mr. Harvey, but like I love your resume, sir.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
let's
your
look.
resume
Let's look. It looks grand. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you have got some serious
let's go
stuff
through this.
going on.
I tell you what, we are looking to add on to the team. You'll find this a little hard to believe, but Drew and I are not professional broadcasters.
Go on.
Yeah, it's. We've always wanted to be, but we just weren't
And
talented enough
I
to be
appreciate
in
you
there.
thinking that we are. And you know what? I feel like we should give this guy at least a shot, an interview.
Absolutely, and so we're looking for somebody. We are considering some other people.
Yeah.
Hey, take a look at my resume. I think
Coco Radio is
speaks
just
for
fantastic.
itself.
I love
Do you
it.
want to start with the first?
I'll start with the first one. Coco Radio, Warrensburg, Missouri. You were a DJ.
Yes.
Entertained the masses with witty banter and sick music selection. Also did quite well with the ladies. I like this guy.
Does that-
Be
does
a
that
peach
say
and
that?
bump this. Oh yeah. Oh, it definitely does, sir.
Okay, must be true.
Yeah.
It's on the resume.
Okay, that sounds Coco. Yeah, I'm familiar with that station. Why did you leave? What happened with you leaving there?
Sometimes in the world of radio, creative differences arise
Okay.
between talent and management. And I felt that it was best to go on and spread my wings. It was great to be in a top 400 market in Warrensburg, Missouri.
Right.
But there were brighter horizons. So it was time to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are you familiar with the State Fair Queen controversy?
Yes,
or-
yes.
Okay. All right. I
I've heard tell.
I didn't know if you wanted to get into that.
There's legal matters pending.
Yeah. Yeah. I also see here on your resume that, oh man, you have all kinds of stuff. You were broadcaster of the week.
Yes, that's
Okay?
true.
And that's on your fridge.
Yes, I printed out the certificate.
That is awesome. You won a $5 scratcher.
I did.
Wow.
What did you use with that?
I used that to procure some corn nuts and a large bottle of squirt.
Yeah, Corn Nuts is one of our sponsors.
Oh
One of our
my!
sponsors.
How
Yeah.
fortuitous.
So that
Nice.
that will work out good.
I love the certificate of completion from Columbia School of Broadcasting. Talking into a microphone and the magic just happened.
Yes.
Because you know what? I feel that magic is coming out right now.
I'm the
Oh,
muse.
It's fantastic.
I also understand that you were the winner of the Laugh Olympics.
Well,
Tell us about that.
I don't like to brag, but I'm pretty funny.
Okay.
I was in a stand-up comedy competition. Things were a little bit slow in radio, and I went against several worthy competitors. Well,
I actually heard that the rest of the talent were terrible, and none of them was really funny.
okay,
You
you're
were
right.
so much funnier than even the second place person who sucked. Sucked
Yes.
asshole.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far.
Okay.
I never saw it happen.
Okay. Okay. All right. York Steakhouse. Tell us how that experience. You clean tables.
What is being a busman entail exactly?
Yeah,
at
let me
this
read this.
York Steakhouse.
It says, busman, cleaning tables, building both muscle and character. Learn the value of an honest day work. Discovered by masculinity, but learned I have a feminine side. That's nice. You forged a synthesis of the two and never looked back. Also, chicks. You got chicks there.
Yes, yeah. I guess, it was my first real job, and that's where I learned that putting in a hard 3 or 4 hours will take you places.
Yeah.
I was there 2 months, and I moved up to number 2 busman. In fact, it had been busboy until I came along.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
That's
Let me ask
impressive.
you, what feminine side did you find at this job?
Well, I've always been a hard charger, but when I saw people who hadn't finished their cottage cheese yet, I knew that they needed more time and more empathy to get that down. And it was then that I thought, there
wait a
is
minute.
something feminine to me as well.
Because you knew how to take all that cottage cheese and just dive into it.
Oh, yes, yes. And I'm typically pretty aggressive with cottage cheese, but that was a watershed moment for
Okay,
me.
That sounds a little gross.
but is that transferable? Can you do clam chowder? Maybe some cream spinach or cream corn?
That's a fair question. We never had the clam chowders at York Steakhouse. I did work with, I worked with the lemon and the lime jello.
Okay.
I also had some time with peaches on the half shell.
Okay.
So
So you do not have clam chowder experience?
I'd like to say I can do it. I don't know. Lobster bisque, I'm fine.
Okay. This is very impressive. Now you were the voice of Brown Mackey.
Yes, indeed.
What's a Brown Mackey?
That happens after Taco
scatological?
Tuesday.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
It's actually a college that people used to attend before they went bankrupt for taking everyone's money.
Okay.
But I was the voice that encouraged people to, yes, start your education with us.
Well, putting aside this resume, putting pun intended. But I just want to ask you, where do you see yourself in 20 years then?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I see myself as the president, CEO, and chairman of KCTK Radio.
Interesting.
I really think I've got a future here.
Interesting. Wow. You're really shooting for the stars.
Absolutely.
Where do you see KCTK Radio in 20 years?
Oh, I see it right here where we are now.
Yes.
The basement of your home, sir.
That's great.
And where's your office going to be once you're CEO?
I will probably commandeer the master bedroom, I would assume.
That sounds
Yeah.
about right. I feel like that's fair. Mm-hmm. That is fair.
Yes.
Oh,
And
well.
you don't really mind that other people were in there, or
No, they're welcome to come and go as they please, but I do what I do in that bedroom. Let me be clear about
fair
that.
enough. Fair enough. I appreciate Mr. Harvey the way. Can I call you Chris?
Certainly,
Okay.
yes.
Chris, I like the way how upfront you are with everything. What are we missing on there? Now you have a little bit of experience of Neptune Splash Radio.
Yes.
Anything from
yes.
there?
Well, I'm the voice of many water parks, car dealerships, grocery
Which it
stores
really is,
across
too, by the
America.
way. It's weird.
So you
And the
walk
Brown
in,
Mackey
and
thing, too.
I will encourage you to go cool off with a refreshing Coca-Cola over at Coconut Cove, right by the Locker Hut.
What are dedications?
Dedications. Hello. I want to dedicate this song to the love of my life.
okay.
Will
All
you
right.
please?
See, that's a test.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came up with those. I invented those, by
No,
the
that
way.
makes sense. I
never
thought Casey
done
Kasem
before
did.
me.
I thought that was Casey.
No, I did.
No, it wasn't.
Very,
No.
very important thing that I
Okay,
came
let's
up
write
with.
that down.
Let
Yeah,
me ask you
that.
this question. Now, you weren't the voice of Bernie Mackey, right?
No.
Okay,
no.
I just had
that's
someone.
Somebody, that's
had
something
someone
else that
asking
died.
a question.
Yes.
If you, let's say, you came in and you had something to say, how would you start that?
You know, I'm just going to riff here.
Okay.
But that's part of what I do as a professional. I think I would say, let's just try this out.
Yeah. Here, wait. Let's get. Can I get a little bit of like music for you? Like, would that be helpful?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah,
Give me
let's-
some bumper music. Let's ride. Let's hard charge into this.
Let's. Yeah, I want. I'm sorry. Let's make this professional. It's kind of like an audition, but not really. You know.
Not until the music comes in, then it's a real audition.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet.
So.
Do you guys want to go on the air at some point?
Yeah, I think we do.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm Chris Harvey, and I've got something to
Oh,
say.
that's awesome. That's
Did
fantastic.
you guys get that?
That is
Can
great.
we keep that?
Can we keep that?
Yeah.
Let's keep that. That is really, really good. I can't tell you how impressed I am with that.
Well, it's what I do.
Nice.
And you don't really have any place to live right now, right?
Well, that's not related to this interview.
Okay.
But if you're offering shelter,
Okay.
And possibly a meal.
yes.
How would you deliver the tagline of this fine radio station?
Yes, go ahead and give me the tagline.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I need to know the tagline.
Personality-driven radio.
Oh, yes, of
It's
course.
on- it's
yes!
on those-
Everybody knows that. I have a bumper sticker on my car.
Did you see that?
Can we do that again?
Hello, this guy doesn't know.
Can you count me into it?
3, 2, 1.
Personality-driven radio. It's KCTK Radio.
That's pretty good. Not bad.
It was all right.
bad.
Let me ask you, what kind of work ethic do you have?
I have a strong to quite strong work ethic.
Dan, that's not really what we're looking for, Chris. Yeah, it's a
Ooh.
shame. That's
It doesn't really fit with our culture.
Yeah.
I can ratchet it back a notch.
I mean, if you
need
could
be.
just not bring that power, because I don't bring it here.
Yeah, think about
you
that.
Need to, you need to think about that one.
But you know what? How about if you sit in with this for the rest of the show? Just dive in, questions, whatever you have.
Absolutely.
And maybe use these opportunities that come up as a way to, hey, I did this, or, that type of thing would be really helpful.
Sure, yes, whatever I can do to help this show along.
I'll be honest with you. We're looking into a few different people.
That's fair.
We got feelers out for Kimberly Ray, Fez Watley, Bud Dickman, Prince Marky D. He's available. Kathy Griffin evidently has some time. Hank Kingsley. He'd be amazing.
Wow.
Chris Christie's looking for a job as well.
That sounds about right.
That kid, Kyle Paris, he would be great on the show.
This is a veritable all-star team of broadcasters.
And hopefully we can get Derek Wolf. So we got a lot of people out there.
That's a big get.
That we're looking at. So, one thing you probably should know is that the real reason people listen to the show is News of the Weird with Droosh. So, announce them in if you could.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time again for your favorite segment, News of the Week with the Droosh.
All right. I like that one. So, this is ABC News. Ladies and gentlemen, O.J. Simpson is being paroled. He's going to be paroled in October, and he is looking to move to Florida to live with family.
Is there reaction from people yet?
You know what? I'm sure there's a lot. Yep, that sounds about right.
Say what?
Yeah. Apparently he didn't want to live in Nevada, even though they told him he should probably stay. He's like, you guys don't want me here. So, and then he's...
I don't really even know what he did. Did he...
Oh, what happened was, the crime that he did...
What happened?
What happened was, he decided to rob this guy who had memorabilia that belonged to him after he was incarcerated. Someone had ransacked his house and taken some of his memorabilia. So he was under the impression he was going to get his memorabilia back. It turns out that it was this other dude's memorabilia that was not OJ's, and OJ stole it for wasting his time, and there was assault and all this other stuff. So now he's getting paroled. He's been in jail for 9 years.
Well, I don't know your opinion on this.
For good behavior.
I quite frankly, I don't know, Chris, do you have an opinion on this?
Well, I was on WTOK in Los Angeles when this actually...
The French pronunciation.
Yes, the French.
Yeah.
When this happened, when he first nearly decapitated his wife and young Ron Goldman. And at the time I thought, this guy could maybe make a turnaround. So I'm glad to see he's getting a second chance here.
It's like a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback?
It's been here for years.
Thank you. This is something I could care less about. I guess I'm happy that we're not talking about Trump right now, and we're talking about OJ, but...
Here's the thing. I completely agree with you, but every single website of news that I tried to find, it all had just OJ. And I was just like, I guess I got to talk about OJ.
Yeah, I'm not really criticizing. It's weird to me, something that happened over 20 years ago.
Oh, no, I completely agree.
And it was the biggest deal then, and now...
Good documentary, though. Have you seen that, Made in America?
I think it's a rockumentary.
Oh, it's a rockumentary?
No, isn't it too long, though?
Yeah, it's about 4 parts long. So, yeah. It's good, though. I've watched it like 3 times.
4 parts long.
Yeah, it's 4 parts. 4 parts.
4 parts long.
It's 4 parts long.
That's really wonderful.
That is how you measure time.
Thank you, Drew, for your news.
There's your news of the weird.
Usually this would be the time when I would play you some information from the president from what he tweets. But I want to bring up this article, and I think we should all do this. My brother suggested to me to follow the president on Twitter. This isn't becoming political. This is just lifestyle.
I launched my site when I was 14 years old.
Oh my God! I shouldn't be playing that.
What?
Oh boy. Yeah. Anyway, he said just as far as history, let's watch with the president. And so every time that guy tweets, I get an alert. And he's clearly out of his mind every time he does it.
Yeah, have you ever seen any of his speeches? He'll go on these little rants, and then he'll go diverge into this
We're talking
tangent.
We're talking tweets now.
Yeah. Right.
And so I was starting the thing where I was answering him as if he was asking me a question.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
But I think he has more followers than anyone, so no one listened to me. So now I saw this today. Whenever a SNL writer replies to Donald Trump's tweets as if they were personal text. President Donald Trump has a Twitter friend in comedian Josh Patton. Kind of. Whenever Trump posts a tweet, the Saturday Night Live writer responds as if he got a text. So it's pretty funny. So I'll give you an example. Donald J. Trump writes, "My son Donald will be interviewed by Sean Hannity tonight at 10 p.m. He is a great person who loves our country." And then Josh writes, "Oh, I'll miss it. I have something else to do." President Trump, the White House is functioning perfectly. Focus on health care, tax cuts reform, and many other things. Have little time for TV. Josh replies, "That sucks, but if you do find some time, check out Stranger Things." Left Paris for USA. Will be heading to New Jersey, attending the World's Cup or U.S. Women's Open, their most important tournament this afternoon. Josh, neat. You should try an Arnold Palmer, half iced tea, half lemonade. Donald Trump, we'll be at the Women's U.S. Open today. Josh, okay, text if you need anything. Donald Trump, I'm at the Women's Open. An amateur player is co-leading for the first time in decades. Josh, sounds neat. Keep me posted. Okay, here's the last one. Donald Trump. Most politicians would have gone to a meeting like the one Don Jr. attended in order to get info on the opponent. That's politics. Josh. Oh, for sure. Any good info? So I thought that was pretty good. And if you're following, I'm recommending to everybody. If you're following, do you follow him?
I don't.
Do you follow him?
I don't do anything Twitter.
You don't do. Twitter really is the wasteland of the world.
It really is. That's why I don't do it.
But
I should follow. I check him every morning to see what he's tweeted. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't want to give him the pleasure of my following.
Okay, I didn't want to get into it. I can't ask you your political innings, because this is kind of a job interview.
Sure. Yes.
But you seem of the demographic, that age. You want to make America great again. I didn't know if
very disenfranchised.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
I like it.
Okay, I didn't know if you were following him or not, but yeah. So that's what the president's doing.
Sounds about right.
Don't call that a comeback.
And don't call it a comeback.
Why not?
It's already been here.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with some more week review on KCTK Radio. And this is the time when I get to tell you about Rosie's Supermart. Oh yeah, Rosie's. Right there on 24 Highway, near Big Mama's. They have all kinds of fun things that you can get. Have you ever been there, Chris?
Most certainly.
Yeah, is that where you get your stuff?
That's where I get all my stuff.
Yeah, well, here's some stuff that's for sale. Fruit of the Loom Boxer Briefs for $30 for $13.99. They have Bridgestone tires. Buy 4 car tires, get 1 truck tire for free. Star King Tuna. Yeah, 15-pound can. Buy 6 and get the 7th for free.
Wow.
Yeah. All the Suave hair products. I don't know if you do use that, Drew. You have lots of hair.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you have lots of more hair and humor than that Whiting guy.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Hate that dick.
Yeah. Now, hold on now. Okay? All right. Let's not go that far. But all the Suave hair products for men and for kids and seniors are 41% off, but you can't get them for women, okay? The Gateway desktop computers, they'll give you a free mouse when you buy one. Also,
Gateway.
Are you guys into Warner Brother characters?
Absolutely. Batman.
Well, no. We're talking about Looney Tunes.
Oh, yeah.
So all the characters, kites and yo-yos, except for Bugs Bunny, they're at a very reasonable price. And this is something that would be good for your wife or fiance. Get her some General Foods International Coffee House beverage mix.
Oh, she loves to relax and unwind with General Foods International Coffee.
Yeah, and those are only $6.99, but only $17 per customer. You have pets, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. Because you'll love this one. Wagner's Classic Bird Food 5-pound bag is only the price of a 4.5-pound bag.
That is a classic.
So
I don't have a bird.
well, you need to get a bird, and you can get that also at Rosie's.
Sometimes we all make mistakes we may regret.
Daddy, I want candy!
So, if you don't want to end up like this guy, think ahead about your sexual decisions and always use precaution. Don't be a fool, grab your tool, and take the proper pills. It only takes a minute to make a safe decision and a lifetime to deal with it if you don't. So take a minute before you're all up in it. Be safe, not sorry. Visit PlannedParenthood.org for more information or call 1-800-230-PLAN now.
It's not about anything else.
Go to your room and lock the door, cause when you try it once, you wanna try it some more. Size doesn't matter and that's a fact. It might be small but it's a big impact. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as well. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell. Everybody does it, they like it a lot. You can do it at school, just don't get caught. It takes a few minutes if you don't delay. Take your time, it could last all day. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as well. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell.
Corn Nuts, an intensely crunchy corn snack, comes in 7 nut-busting flavors. Bust a nut at a convenience store near you.
And welcome back. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors.
I'm ready to bust a nut. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it up. We are very happy. It's the week review with Paul and Drew, and we have Chris Harvey sitting in tonight.
Pleasure to be here.
Glad you're here. You're welcome back anytime. Anytime at all.
Oh, my, thank you.
Do you know when we regularly do a broadcast?
Thursdays at 7 p.m.
He knew. I was hoping. Yeah. And if there's no one here, just keep knocking outside and it'll be fine. Yeah, oh, yeah, the doorbell. So, now we have a very, very popular segment on the program where we review some commercials. And we do this. Is that TV on there? We do this because, mostly because I hate commercials. Oh, God, how I hate them. And they always try to be all up in dramatic and trying to be all, look at us, we have great acting, we're pulling your heartstrings, all this type of thing, and it really makes me mad most of the time.
I completely agree.
The first one we did was Nationwide.
They're on
your side.
Yeah, and I hate that. Oh God, how I hate that.
But do you hate it or do you hate Brad?
I think I hate Brad because of Nationwide.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, we had this one come up from Breath Savers. One of our listeners asked us to review this. And I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I'll go ahead and play it for you right now.
What are you doing? Watching this Breath Savers Protectment neutralize the plaque acids in my mouth.
I can't see anything.
That's because it's working so hard.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Karen, we're neutralizing.
Maybe I want to neutralize. You ever think of that?
She's still there.
Okay, let's break this down a little bit. That was the Breath Savers. You got two guys. Oh, can you see it over there?
Oh. It's a lovely swimming pool, though.
Oh, sorry, fellas.
Well, that
Boy,
changes
don't
everything.
I feel like an idiot. Okay. I can't see it over there. So, I'll do it over here then. A little technical difficulty. I thought, you guys could see what I was doing there. So, what we have here is two fellas, and they're in their, you know what?
Cubicle.
I can't see it, but you can't see it. People listening can't see it.
They're in a cubicle, and there's two guys. One has a mint on his tongue, and the other one is eating lunch, is what it seems.
And
Well, we pray to God it's a mint.
Yeah, we hope it is.
And they are rather dorky guys, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
And believe me, I know. You know, in the cubicle farm, two dorky guys, they're trying to entertain themselves, and one guy has his mouth open.
What are you doing?
What?
And is that guy just like a stereotypical Indian guy, or do you think he's just a guy?
I think he's just a guy.
So me trying not to be racist just showed my racism.
Correct. That's correct. You now look like a racist.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't see color.
You don't. Was it an injury or what happened?
Were you born like that?
No, it's just the altruistic nature of my heart.
Oh,
okay.
that
I
makes
see
sense.
people.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love people.
See that dog that right there? What nationality would you say that dog is?
A dirty No, I don't know.
Okay.
You're wrong. She's English.
Right, she's a pug. Okay, so they're looking at the mint that they're eating.
Watching this Breast Savers Protect mint neutralize the plaque acids in my mouth.
Jesus.
I can't see
And
anything.
now one of them is looking into the other dude's
It's
mouth.
working so hard.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
So the other dorky lady pulls aside and she says, "Hey, what are you guys doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta be honest with you. I thought this was just going to be a throwaway character. But quite frankly, gentlemen, she steals the show, as far as I'm concerned.
Karen, we're neutralizing.
She has a name. She has a name. She is a named character.
Her name is Karen. Nobody likes Karen.
Right. And she's probably number one on the call sheet.
Maybe I want to neutralize. You ever think of that?
Maybe she wants to neutralize. Did you ever think of that?
Wow.
You guys aren't. What do you guys think of it?
I mean, I'm sitting here trying to watch Karen, okay, and you're pausing her, and then she looks like she's, passing gas.
We're relaying it. So the two guys are sniffing each other, and
Let's go on.
She's still there.
here's our lie. And then they just throw breath. They don't come back with a big.
Don't
strong,
worry, Karen's over there watching.
They don't come back with breathalyzer, breath saver, or whatever it is.
They could stand to do that. Oh, look at Karen, yes.
Karen's all pumped.
So the question is, would that make you buy some mints or not?
No, because that would entail that I have some dude staring at my mouth. Why does he feel the need to have his mouth open the whole time? It just doesn't make sense.
All right, so we have a little bit of controversy.
There's a bit of controversy.
You're not a fan of this one.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'm a fan of it. I think they're silly.
And whatever fan out there or texter brought this up, shame. For shame.
Why? Because they're participating in the program?
Correct.
How dare you? No. I think it's funny. It makes it. I guess maybe next time I buy a breath. Who buys breath mints, by the way? I buy gum.
My own intestinal flora give me consistently fresh breath, so
Okay.
I stay away from these products.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like his voice. It's magic.
Yeah.
Let my own pheromones come out.
It is magical. So I thought it's funny, and then the girl was funny, and they're just trying to be. They're silly. They're overdramatic about why would you buy a mint.
Well,
and you don't like it.
I don't like it.
Okay,
I like it.
Chris. I guess you're going to have to be the one who decides if this is a good one or a bad one. Because so far we've had one bad one, we've had one good one, and I don't know if you're up to the challenge.
Well, I will
but
say
we're gonna
that
ask
this
you.
entire commercial is riding on the coattails of one Karen. And the fact that she wants to neutralize but can't makes me like this commercial.
That is amazing.
Is that because you're against femininity? Wow. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
So we have a winner. Congratulations. And it you can relate with it. It's like the Sprint campus or something like that, right?
Yeah, very much. Those guys seem pretty cool to me, by the way.
Now, do you think they would give you a mint?
Oh, I think they would, or they'd at least let me look into their gaping mouths while they had one in their own mouth.
That's nice. That's good. Okay. Well, that was our review of commercials. I gotta set up my where we both can see at the same time next time.
Okay.
Is that some of the?
That's what I love about this show. It's a work in progress.
Is that some of the technology stuff you bring?
Yes.
It says on your resume you're an engineer. Why don't you get engineering? Come on, you're on soundboard. Come on.
Well, no, it was with the railroad.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And so that was one review, and now we're going to move to what I've asked Drew to do is do a review of the Game of Thrones. You watch the Game of Thrones?
Indeed.
I mean, did you watch it Sunday?
Oh, of course.
Okay. I tried to watch from the beginning, and I fell asleep during the second episode. I can't get into it. Sure, I like the naked women. They're hot. But I don't like the cold and the fantasy part of it.
Ooh, that could be a showstopper for you.
But I can tell you this. There's something to it. There must be something to it. There's too many people who like this program. So I'm giving it a fair shot. And Drew, give us your review.
Okay, so...
and by the way...
Yeah. Don't get nerdy.
Spoiler alert. For anyone... I'm retired with that, too.
I completely hear you on that.
Yeah.
And I completely understand where you're coming from. But with Game of Thrones, it's considered blasphemy and a sin to spoiler alert the show. But it's been enough time, so we can go ahead and do that.
It's been enough time.
So, what's been going on is this last season opened up with a hell of an opening. Mm-hmm. Arya Stark, the newfound faceless man, has decided to use Walder Frey's face and kill every single one of his family members by poison. She does a mass.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to throw the flag here because
throwing the flag.
Because I'm gonna need more of the details of what the fuck you're talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. Help me out. Help me help you. Help me help you.
I guess I'll start from the beginning.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost the Droosh cam.
Yeah.
Keep talking. So, okay, here's the deal. I am standing up for a reason.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you want me to start? You want me to start from season 1? Do you want me to start from what's going on now?
I guess maybe that's a question. Do I have to see season 1 to enjoy it?
Absolutely, you have to, because you're not going to be able to understand anything I'm saying right now.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand what I'm saying, and the fact that, okay, Arya does a mass killing, all right? It's awesome. Winter has come to Westeros.
And I love the tie into the movie Face Off. This was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. See, he gets where I'm coming from. God, see... Love Chris. So here's the deal.
Thank you.
Nothing really happened after that. The episode was actually kind of boring, and it was kind of disappointing because we all were kind of expecting some more of a spectacle and some answers to be made off of what happened last season. And some cutoffs there. So we're trying right now. It's just a lot of walking around and talking. That's literally what happened last episode. It was just kind of
who's talking?
Okay, fine. You got the brothers without banners all talking with the Hound.
The brothers with the banners.
Brothers without banners.
Now who are they?
They are rebels who have defected from each house of the show, and they've made their own group because there was a war
they're in their
going on.
house and they're like, I'm leaving. I'm defecting.
Correct.
And I ain't taking no banner.
Anyway, they're heading north. They're heading north to go take care of the White Walker problem.
Oh, sounds like racism.
It's not. Trust me. They're the undead. Okay, and they turn people into ice.
Okay.
This has quickly turned into the nerdiest little corner of the show, and he hasn't a goddamn clue as to what I'm talking about.
Yes.
For all he's nodding along and pretending that he understands.
You have devolved this program into massive nerdism quickly.
Yeah,
That's
it
impressive.
went really quick. I feel like I'm on some comic book store, and everyone's just listening to me.
I'm listening to you. I really want.
I'm on my soapbox here, man.
I want to know. Okay, so these guys are walking around.
It's winter.
It's always winter on that fucking show, isn't it? Isn't it?
No, because winter has just now come after 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you go down to the land of Dorne, it's always summer.
That's true. That's true. It's a tropical land. Yep.
Okay.
My cousins watch it.
What did they do? What did they do on the show?
What, my cousins?
Is
They
that a
watch
character
it.
name?
No, that's not a character name. That was just me trying to...
What cousins watch it?
Okay, Audrey?
Audrey doesn't watch
Yes, she
that.
does. We talk about it all the time. She's not lying.
Okay, so let's go back to it. Let's try to explain it. Okay. So the Banner Brothers, they're walking around. They're banished. Are they banished or are they?
No, it's Bruce and David Banner.
Okay,
correct.
All right.
So what's going on is
Steve Bannon and his brother.
And Jon Snow is now the leader of the Starks, and he's asking that they find obsidian to be able to kill the White Walkers. It's one thing to kill them is obsidian.
So Jon Snow,
and he's still in Russia, by the way. He's not allowed to come back here yet.
Oh, okay. So Jon Snow?
Snowden.
Okay. That's right. Oh, wait. Let's go back. What's his name? Snow? What's Snow's first name?
John.
Jon Snow is fighting the White Walkers.
Correct. And now he's known as Jon Stark. Because Jon Snow is a bastard.
Because of Iron Man?
No, they're the Starks.
No, I'm loving the jokes, but I'm really trying to concentrate. Okay, so you got the White Walkers are fighting Jon Snow.
They're on their way to fighting Jon Snow. Yeah.
Okay, on their way, and they're walking probably.
Yeah, and there's a giant.
Oh,
ice.
I see. I'm following along.
There's a giant ice wall called the Wall, guarded by the Night's Watch, that's keeping them from entering
the Night's Watch. The Night's Watch. Are they pro Snow or pro Walkers?
John used to be their leader.
Okay, so they're against the White Walkers.
Yeah, they're against White Walkers.
Okay.
Yep.
And so the first episode was these guys walking around, the Banner Brothers. They're doing their thing, and is it leading up to a big war between Jon Stark and the White Walkers?
I mean, you can call him Stark now because technically they're going to call him Stark anyway.
And this is not J.J. Walker, because that would be the Black Walker.
Correct.
He could not join.
Right. Okay. He could not join. Okay. So, all right. So that's what's happening.
Correct.
Who has the throne? Who's winning the game?
Cersei Lannister has the Iron Throne right now.
Who's that?
No, that's her little brother Tyrion. He's leading with the Mother of Dragons.
And she's the real hot chick, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
She has 3 dragons. Yeah.
What do you think of her, Chris?
Amelia Clark. Hot as fire. And she's also immune to fire, so fun fact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pound it. Be a peach.
Pound that out.
So anyway, she is now taking her old home, Dragonstone.
Who is this?
This is Daenerys.
My ass is hungry, baby.
Yeah.
Correct.
Go ahead.
And Cersei is now queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Cersei is now queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
That was your grandfather's middle name. Great-grandfather,
Really?
yeah.
Wow. Way to just bring a tangent.
I'm just saying, that maybe you're related to these people.
Oh, we're not. Technically, we're not.
Why?
Because they're make-believe.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, there's that.
So the hot chick is what?
Tyrion.
Little person?
His name is Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like the best character of the show.
Imp.
They call him the Imp.
Okay.
He is called the Imp.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Okay. And they're all just planning to fight each other. That's literally what this led up to. It was a boring episode. It was a shame.
Thanks, Drew, for that review of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Season 4, 5? What season?
Season 7.
Season 7, episode 1.
It's the best reality TV you'll find.
Is it reality TV?
Oh, it's
yes.
as good as Big Brother.
God. Of course it's reality. It is better than Big Brother.
All right. For some reason, we're going to take another break and see what we can do. Is that okay with you guys? Go right ahead. The week review with Paul and Drew with special guest Chris Harvey. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, this is the time I get to tell you about Big Mama's and the Red Quarter Special. For only 4 red quarters, or only $1, you get 4 red quarters. What? Yeah, and you get to go down there. It's right, actually, pretty near where Rosie's is. It's kind of weird if you think about it. But you go there, you play yourself some foosball, you play yourself some pinball. And then, and only then, are you able to play the sprint game. You remember the sprint game? You drive around in a circle, and you have a good old time.
Oh my goodness!
This is a Big Mama's, and you've been. Did you ever go to Big Mama's?
Big Mama's Arcade. That's one of my favorites.
Well, go in there and have a great time. Some of the proceeds, the profits, are going to muscular dystrophy, which is great. And
for or against?
Against.
Okay.
This time. So that's Big Mama.
I'm Casey Affleck for PETA. When people ask me why I don't eat meat or any other animal products, I say because they're unhealthy and they're the product of a violent and inhumane industry. Chickens, cows, and pigs in factory farms spend their whole lives in filthy, cramped conditions, only to die a prolonged and painful death. Their bodies are then turned into food products proven to contribute to heart disease and cancer. To eat that is to eat poison. Please don't contribute to an industry that makes unhealthy products by torturing animals. I'm Casey Affleck, and I'm a vegan.
Don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spice. Ham, you don't say ham, you say spam. You don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spice. Ham, you don't say ham, you say spam.
When you want to serve delicious meals for your family, you don't say ham, you say spam.
You don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spice. Ham, you don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spice. Ham, you don't say.
Okay, we've been told by one of our listeners that everything sounds muffled. I'm Steve Bozell in the microphone. I don't understand. I can't get my levels right, folks. Hello. Let's do a level. Check. Check one. Check okay. No, testing.
Test.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Check
understand.
Test.
I don't get it. I don't know it. I don't know about it. I don't know anything. So, welcome back to week review. And what do you think so far, Chris Harvey?
I'll tell you what, you guys have something special. You've got lightning in a bottle here, folks, and I want to help you take it to the next level.
Okay.
Make it into glass.
I guess that would be the logical next step.
Yeah, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? You know, I've told you once, I've told you a million times, the reason people listen to the show is because here's news of the weird with the Droosh.
All right, for all you kids out there whose childhood's about to end, Kermit the Frog has been fired.
What?
Yeah. And it's been about 27 years long of a career, and he is now been fired because apparently he's quote-unquote hard to work with. Really, Kermit? That doesn't make sense. Thanks, Disney.
No.
Yeah, they fired him, and, well, you know, there really wasn't anything good this week.
Doesn't show.
So they just fired Kermit.
They fired Kermit the Frog.
I think we have someone on the line for you.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Yeah, this is Kermit the Frog here. And, what? What's going on, Drew?
You got fired. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was in my room with the rainbow and the banjo and the Miss Piggy.
I think you guys got divorced.
And fuck you!
So,
well,
wow, Kermit sounds pretty mad.
Maybe
right?
the rumors are true.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's a terrible person to have to work with.
And a terrible voice.
He also sounds like a terrible husband.
And a terrible voice.
His voice has changed throughout the years, that's for sure.
I think it's from the smoking. It probably takes him about, 7 hours? It's just to down a pack.
I mean, is there any credit at all in my life that I tried to do that? I mean,
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
But I don't know what to say.
You're breaking the fourth wall here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kermit the Frog here. Yeah, I'm Kermit the Frog here in front of the house of the three pigs. And I am working and I got fired. Is that right, Drew?
Yeah, you got fired.
Fuck you!
Okay. All right. I don't know. I just don't get it. And yeah, I guess the real thing is that this guy, he was having kind of beef with the guy that runs the Muppets, the Henson.
Let me tell you right now. It's called the Muppets Studio.
Yeah, the Muppets Studio. And so the guy that runs it is Jim Henson's son.
Oh, that makes sense.
And this guy, I guess, was a real ass to work with. So they say. But the guy's been doing it for 27 years.
Yeah. He was friends with Jim, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I guess the tipping point was he complained about the Muppet TV show. Did you see it recently?
No, I haven't seen it.
It was awful. It was so awful. Remember the old Muppet show?
Absolutely,
Chris,
loved it.
Loved it.
Drew, you're a little bit younger.
I remember it. I remember it.
It was kind of funny. It was a little irreverent too. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I mean, dirty. There wasn't. I'm sure Miss Piggy got it from Kermit every once in a while.
Oh, she was porked at some point.
Right. Thank you. But not on the show. I'm not saying it was really, but it was a little irreverent. The two old guys. Ashford and Simpson,
Waldorf and Stanley.
Very good. See, that's very
Waldorf. I'm not sure, but yes,
the salad guy.
My favorite was the Swedish chef.
So those two guys were up there. They're always making fun of it.
Yeah,
and famous people were on there. And then this show, it was like a 30 Rock, but it was Kermit trying to run the show, and he divorced Miss Piggy, and he had a new girlfriend. It was just really dumb. So I think the Kermit character guy, I think he may have a point bitching about it.
Wow. Well,
I mean, if you're gonna ruin the character that you've been doing for 27 years, then maybe that's just kind of how it goes.
And plus, he took over a character that was actually, it was Jim Henson's main character. It was like the Mickey Mouse. Like the whole thing was based on Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, you're right.
And so I don't know. Controversy is what I got to say.
It's not easy being green.
I do have a question from a listener. This is a question for Drew.
Oh, okay.
And here's what the question says. Can you ask Drew to review his favorite TV show, Dawson's Creek?
Okay, I don't know who that person is, but I can tell you right now.
I don't either. I actually do not know either.
I don't know who that is, but I can tell you right now that I have never seen Dawson's Creek. And whoever's listening out there, who I possibly know who this is from, I have never watched Dawson's Creek, and I am on the record saying so.
Is your earphones blasting out with him yelling in it too?
No, not at all.
All right, good. Then maybe it's the earphones here.
What?
But
I love
you interrupted my little rant.
Dawson's Creek was basically Archie's. Okay.
I don't know. I've never watched it.
And there was a hot brunette, a hot blonde.
This all stems from my sister telling a lie.
And they're all. Come on. You know what?
I don't know anything about it. I really haven't seen it.
Let me ask you this question: Who was the main character of Dawson's Creek?
Dawson?
Well, methinks he doth protest too much.
Okay.
You are still under review.
Now.
Oh, good point. Sorry.
There was a young lady, the brunette, that was on there.
Katie Holmes, right?
Right, and she married
a Scientologist.
And his name is?
His name is Tom Cruise.
You know a lot about this. A lot about this. You certainly know.
I have never watched it, and my sister, if she's listening, may she rot in hell.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. I think you have listened to it or watched it and enjoyed it. What's your guilty pleasure there, Chris Harvey, of TV show? You're man enough to admit.
I admit that I watched Buffy and Angel. That was a guilty pleasure of mine.
Not really.
Oh, God damn it. You have no idea.
I'll admit this. As an adult, I loved Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Okay. So were you more of a Kelly or a Jesse?
I was more Zach, I guess. No. I liked how he could stop time. I want that power. That was only in the first season, though.
Yeah. When Haley Mills was their teacher.
Does Family Matters count as like a guilty pleasure?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
I loved Family Matters.
I liked Perfect Strangers.
I also liked Step by Step.
Step by Step.
Day by day. Day by day.
You have a lovely voice.
It was really terrible. So, just real quick, I want to let everyone know. As I grabbed even more stuff over here, this is where you guys can carry on a little bit.
So, Chris, let me ask you.
Yes,
you want to be part of this group.
I do.
I would like to see some kind of dedication. Okay, so next Thursday, I want you here, bright and early, 6:00 a.m. I want you here.
Now we have a segment we like to do every week called Hero of the Week.
Oh,
yeah. I like to share this with everybody. I received this email.
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane!
It's a Fleischer cartoon.
A resident in Thomashaw, which is a neighborhood, had a family of skunks move under their front porch. They were able to get rid of the skunks odor-free and without paying any outrageous amount of money to a critter company. They resolved the issue and kept the skunks from possibly moving into your yard. If you'd like to talk to the kind resident who got rid of 8 skunks, only using traps, send me your email and I'll pass it on to them. I can forward to you pictures of the traps.
Definitely heroic.
So,
It's really bad.
here's the question. What the hell does a skunk do?
Sprays you, I guess.
I mean, like, what did they add to the ecosystem? What's their point?
They just smell.
I don't know.
I actually don't know a purpose of a skunk other than to be a weasel that stinks.
Well,
They make lovely hats.
Apparently
do they really
do.
make skunk hats?
And they also have, a lot of sexual harassment behind their belts. Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
So
quite
wait a
the
minute.
rapist.
Did they really make skunk hats?
I'm almost certain of it.
Okay. All right. So no. Well, I have here. I looked on the internet. You know what they do?
Yeah, because the internet tells the truth.
They control insect population to
What?
help the crops.
How do they? Why don't you teach me? Go ahead.
That's it. That's all they do.
You didn't tell me how they do
Very
it.
concise.
How do they get rid of insects?
They eat them.
That's it?
Yeah.
You don't spray them or anything like that?
They help control insect population, which protects crops from being eaten by insects. So all the crops in this suburban neighborhood are fine. I guess I'm saying this. My contention is this, that God messed up when it came to skunks. Every other animal, you can figure out the point of them, but you can't with skunks.
That's not true. There's plenty of animals out there that make
Okay, name another one.
Name another one? I don't know one off the top of my head.
But you just said there was plenty of them.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I
Platypus?
know them right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Platypus?
Platypus.
Platypus is, I thought that they had to do with dams and stuff like that, just like beavers. But they did the same thing like that.
I know a lot more about beavers than platypi.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So you can't think of one.
Kangaroos.
What's the point of them?
Kangaroos?
What
What's
do
the
they
point
do?
of kangaroo? They're just assholes.
Okay. All right. I don't.
I mean, have you ever seen a video where an Australian
that is
fights a
terrific.
kangaroo?
Just
Yeah, they like fist fight them.
Yeah, and the kangaroo always kicks its ass. Except for this one video. I did watch this one guy just knock a kangaroo right out.
That's great, Drew.
I believe the kangaroo was harassing the gentleman's dog at the time.
Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
I saw
He's
that
seen the
as
video.
well.
See, he saw that.
Well, that's all I got. You got what else have we got? What
Hero
are
of
we
the
looking
week.
for next week?
What are we looking for next week?
Yeah, what are you
Hopefully
looking forward to?
less of a hot week and less of a poisonous gas in my work.
Yeah, you don't need
I
that.
need to shut the bathroom door more often. That's probably where that's coming from.
And what are you looking forward to next week there for the upcoming week?
Well, gentlemen, let me just say this, first of all. I hope that this interview and short time together on air has shown you of my worthiness, my abilities, my ability to really make love to the airways. And I would like to make love with the two of you
Yes.
at some future date.
Yes, I wouldn't mind that.
I'll have to ask my wife, but sure.
All right.
Is she going to care or?
Probably not.
Well, I appreciate you being here. I think you add a lot to the program.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. I really do. I really enjoyed your aura. It's very nice.
Yeah,
Very
excuse
nice.
me.
Yeah, and hope you come back anytime at all. I
Drop
hope you
in.
come back. You're welcome to come back. Just ring that doorbell.
Just so you know, you're going to be the intern.
And quite frankly,
I can live with that.
I'll be honest with you. You're hired.
What?
You are hired.
You, sir, will not regret this.
Yes.
I may regret this.
Now we
You
have,
might.
and you'll get paid as much, if not more, than Drew does.
Oh my God. It's like full partner.
Right. So thanks for playing with us tonight on the week review with Paul and Drew and our special guest, Chris Harvey. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
station in the world is right here, right now.
You're listening to KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio, live streaming at kctk.radio12345.com.